Welcome to our studio audience. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Basically, we're alive.
We're alive, kicking.
We're live, we're kicking, and we certainly hope that our famous chatmongers show up. One of them is actually here in studio, as it were. Julian watches the show quite often. He also happens to...
Cheers from Nelson Island.
There we go. So basically, the hell, man. COVID. Welcome.
It's COVID.
All virus all the time.
We're getting close to yet another lockdown over in this neck of the woods. What about you guys out there, Doc? I seem to recall you are...
We are now back in full lockdown. We're. I don't think we've closed the schools yet, though, which is surprising because that was sort of one of the first things to go last time.
Out here they want to keep schools open as long as they can.
What about the hookers and blow? Is there any hookers and blow?
I don't know. Maybe you never know.
Well, I mean, there are, but you'd be breaking the wouldn't you?
I'm just saying, like the school, whatever. The schools. How about the hookers and blow?
It's Ontario.
It's Ontario.
Okay, so tonight's beer is Ransack the Universe.
Yep.
It is by Collective Arts. Alan could not find it.
And they are brewed where?
Hamilton, Ontario.
Yeah, Ontario.
Hamilton,
Hamilton?
Ontario.
What?
Hamilton, Ontario. The Golden Horseshoe. The Niagara Peninsula. Halfway between Toronto and St. Catharines.
Yeah.
The Steel Town. Dofasco. Stelco. Hamilton.
Yeah.
Ticats.
Hamilton Ticats. Ivanhoe Stadium.
Go Ticats.
Yeah, I mean, if you were talking about hookers and blow, that's where that goes.
Oh, there you go.
That's in the East End, though.
Those
Yeah.
were There's a Freemasonry shop there.
Right.
To the Freemasons. Cheers.
To the Freemasons.
So, you got Ransack the Universe. I also got Ransack the Universe. Note the variant art on the can.
All three
Oh,
cans.
my.
Those are all Ransack?
These are all Ransack. All Ransack. Check it.
That's pretty cool.
Ransack the Universe.
I'm sure it says
I
that.
can see it.
somewhere.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there we go.
Ransack the Universe. Is the Shane. Ransack the Universe. So this is something that Collective Arts do a bit of. They like maxing out the amount of art they put on their cans, so they actually do variant designs on the same beer.
Yeah, when I ran into that at Brewery Creek on Main Street about a year and a half ago, it was the first time that Collective Arts had actually shipped stuff into BC, and Brewery Creek was the first beer store to actually carry it. And they were talking about how they actually they're similar to Jones Soda, where they have those, you can submit artwork or photographs or whatever. And I gather they initially were only getting free artwork. But I'm assuming now I hope they would be paying the artist, damn it. But, what can it do?
A stipend. I mean, artists.
Well, I think
artists should starve by, obviously.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. Yeah, that's right. They should be on the street.
Show me a rich artist. I'll show you one.
Know damn well what they probably do. They probably pay them in free beer.
To be honest, if I were to
pay them in free beer, is nicely said.
I doubt they even get
only
that.
a lawyer would say that someone could be paid in free beer.
Well, look, as a lawyer, former musician, I used to get paid in free beer all the time. Hence why I know steam whistle like the back of my hand.
Also, hence why they wouldn't hire you, because they
Peanut
couldn't
gallery.
afford to pay you in beer when you played.
No, they always afforded that.
What?
We brought
Gallery gets to have her share of the
All right, all right.
All right, so
I'll go
tonight's
get another
beer.
bottle. I'll get another bottle.
Here's the Ransack Universe. Here it is. It looks actually
Beautiful
very
looking beer.
gorgeous. Yeah.
Beautiful with suspended.
Particulates, so it's unfiltered, which is good.
I mean, if this doesn't look,
Whoa! Smell that.
this is beautifully made beer.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
No, that's a quaffable beer. That's an ale. That's a quaffable ale, is what that is, right? That's a
I
golden ale.
want to know
If it
what
weren't so
Locke
dry.
thinks.
If it weren't so dry, I'd say there are notes of apricot in the flavor profile.
Almost.
The reason why I want to know what
But it is very dry, which I like and appreciate very much.
That's a beautifully made beer.
Yeah.
So now, Locke, you have said in the past that you're not really all that big on collective arts product.
So that's because I've been slowly working my way through to the stuff that I like. It took me a while, but I have found a couple that I am, pretty enthusiastic about. This being one of them. Another being surround sound. Surround sound made me very happy.
Okay.
They do have a few products out there that I just kind of, I don't know. Part of it is unless we're talking about English hand-pulled ales, 4% just doesn't do it for me.
The hazy,
And there is look, I get a lot of exercise with this arm for many reasons, but I would say the thing with collective arts is that there is so much of it out there. Look, they really are prolific in terms of their work, and there is a bunch of it that I just don't have time for, really. This is not that beer. This is a different beer. This is a good beer.
okay.
Hey, I'd even buy you guys a beer if it was this on tap. I tell you, maybe,
Nice.
probably.
Dave, tell us about your tea this evening.
It's in a excellent
What kind of tea is it, Dave?
little
Sorry?
mug here.
Yeah.
Oh, you
It's,
got yeah. You're using
fine.
those. Yeah, I have some of those. Those are those spun aluminum things.
Yeah. I think they're at Costco.
They're surprisingly good. Like they're a hot cold cup thermos.
Yeah.
When I put ice blocks in them, those ice blocks stick around. When I put coffee in it, it stays warm.
Nice.
Yeah. They
that's
do the
fun.
job. Definitely. You know what though? They're not a travel mug.
So why can't
They
you drink
kinda
beer?
suck for
Sorry, I'm
that.
not up to date.
Sorry.
Why can't you drink beer? Why are you on tea? I can't remember. I'm not up to date. Are you okay?
Oh, digestive situations.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
He's
I'm
having
trying
to
to,
eat
you know.
17 pounds of bran every day or something. Or...
All right. Well, I hope you can.
No, it's just 12
Beer again
pounds.
soon.
But, yeah, it's
So that particular beer,
me too.
that one,
Bullshit.
All day long, baby. All day long.
that's a fine example of how to make beer. Now, Alan, let's hear about your beer because otherwise we'll just fall down and not care.
Sure. So I was looking for your guys' beer, and I did not find it. But next to the stuff that they did have from Collective Arts was this one here from Great Lakes Brewery in Ontario called Citradiction New England Style XPA. I don't know what XPA means.
Nice. Nice.
Locke, can you enlighten me what an XPA is?
I don't know.
Where do you buy that? Where'd you buy that?
I bought this at Liquor Plus.
Oh, you're a fine establishment.
It even tells me right on the can to please refrigerate and drink this beer fresh. It gave me orders. I've never had a beer do that before. But anyway,
Well, that's the thing, isn't it?
How does it taste?
Okay, well, yeah. So it comes in at 4.4% alcohol by volume. That's kind of low for my liking. It tastes like dishwater.
Can we see what it looks like in the glass? Thank you.
I
Oh,
think
looks
X
pretty.
stand for
Experimental pale ale. I don't know.
It
what's
sounds
the hop profile like?
Anyway.
by the ABV, it sounds like what they're trying to say is that it's a session.
So it's 4.4.
Yeah. So okay, so if I see a beer that's called Citradiction, I expect it to at least smell citrusy. Now, either I have COVID or this thing doesn't smell like anything at all. When I
Apparently,
taste it,
an XPA is an extra pale ale.
well, it is extra
Somewhere
pale. I
between
mean,
the American pale ale and an Indian pale ale.
And what was the
India
ABV?
pale
What was
ale.
the ABV again, please?
yeah, 4.4,
Yeah, so it's for pregnant women and children, basically.
pretty much. My urine looks more yellow than this.
Well, hey,
Would I buy this again? No.
Especially
Not-
not $5
Not
a
a
pint.
chance in hell. I might try other things from Great Lakes Brewing, but certainly not this one. It's kind of lacking in flavor, body, mouthfeel, pretty much everything.
I may as well just drink water.
It's like a cold girlfriend that doesn't put out.
Like making love in a canoe.
I wanted to actually share this news with you guys because yesterday I was looking for beer news stuff to talk about today, and the thing that I noticed is that in the last week there have been like 5 or 6 breweries opening, and with COVID and everyone talking about how horrible the world is right now and how you'd expect all of these breweries to implode. Granted, they're making booze, so maybe not. But apparently, Arcadia has opened a brewery in Edmonton. A Hope BC brewer called Mountain View has opened. There's also one in Warman, Saskatchewan called Homebound. They're not far, they're just slightly north of Saskatoon. North Basin Brewing has opened in Soyuz last week, and Black Gold Brewery has opened in Ontario, Petrolia, Ontario, wherever the hell that is.
Petrolia is in the central part of Ontario, north of Toronto, and it was opened by a couple who's had a dream to open a brewery, and they refurbished a really, really old commercial building. They've dropped a bomb of money. They've spent all their money. They've opened, and Black Gold, they're living on a prayer. I looked at this. I love this, but my goodness, all their life savings they spent. You look at the building. They got rave reviews on the restoration they did on the building. But how do you do that now? I mean, what's the first brew going to be called? Virus Days Lager? I mean, come on! Like, what are you doing?
So first off, COVID stresses mean that property money is like it's a buying time if you can. So that I understand, but what I don't understand is Petrolia, Ontario. I've never even heard of it, and I'm in Ontario now. Is this like, where is this vis-a-vis Barrie?
Close.
Looking up.
Close.
Huh.
All right. Here we go, boys.
Here comes the map.
The map is coming up.
I mean, everything's close to Barrie in Ontario, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
As long as you can take the 400 north, you're there.
Whoops. Shit. Fuck. Nope. Damn it.
Do you have like a telestrator kind of thing you can like point out on the map? Use your cursor.
go.
There you go.
There's Petrolia. Let's zoom out to see exactly where it. Oh, there you go. Sarnia's over here.
Oh fuck! Okay, so, yeah, no, that's nowhere near Barrie.
Everything's near Barrie. Look, Barrie's right here.
No, that's down near fucking Windsor.
Close to Sarnia.
So there you go.
It's close to the pipeline.
Hence
Thank God.
petroleum.
Anyway,
You
they
know
got
what we
together with
need
other
on this
couples,
thing?
and they made this brewery. They're crazy.
Do you think that there would be a market for beers that taste sort of petroleum,
Like petrol. Like petrol.
Yeah, they taste. They have the scent of gasoline.
It's certainly not politically correct. Obviously,
But
that
that's why it
hate
might
oil
work.
nowadays,
That's
even though
why
we're
it could
dependent on
work.
it.
That's why it could work.
We certainly can't live without beer any more than we can live without oil. There's no Canada as we know it without beer or oil.
That's true.
Gasoline
Or beaver pelts.
Gasoline
Massive
flavored
beaver
beer
pelts.
might be a thing.
Say that again?
Gasoline flavored beer might be a thing.
Why do I picture that actually happening? And there's this dude called Master Blaster running around trying to...
Master Blaster! Okay, I gotta get more beer. When do I get to review my beer? I got one to review as well.
When you refill it.
All right.
You can take this one back then.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Hang on.
Is that
Talk amongst yourself.
Remind me. Oh, no. That's Road Warrior. Yeah, Master Blaster.
Yes.
Yeah. I love that idea.
All right. So what we need to do.
In fact, I feel like putting on a pair of Speedos and a hockey mask and just going for thunder out on Ontario streets right now just to make the point.
Right. All right. So what we need to do is we need to start our own brewery. We'll do that gasoline forward beer. We got to do the double Tim Hortons stout. And I also want to do a craft dinner beer. You got to do a craft dinner beer.
Ketchup chip beer.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh yeah.
Coffee crisp beer.
Now, would...
I know, I can see
I'm
Locke's.
trying to think of what a
look at Locke's
ketchup beer
face.
would taste like. So now I'm going to turn to the internet and ask, ketchup beer.
It would taste gross.
All these flavors, are fascinating / disgusting. Something that would actually here's something that would actually work. Something that I would actually drink and probably even like. And I don't. When I stop, think about it, I don't really understand why somebody hasn't done it yet. I would like to see a stout, a dry Irish stout, flavored with mint. It would be like an after eight.
That would actually be quite good.
Okay, a chocolate stout with mint in it.
Mint
How about that?
chocolate stout. What would we call it?
I think after eight is taken. So after 9.
How about after 8 a.m.?
Now that would be a beer that I know Dave would like. I can picture you, Dave.
Oh, I would be so down with that. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Really?
You're
Though, it's back to our previous theme though, guys. Dill pickle chips. That's
dill
the beer
pickle
right
beer.
there.
Okay, well, no, we did one.
Yeah,
Yes.
picklebacks are already.
No, that was cucumbers or something.
No. We did a dill pickle beer. I think I still have the
What?
photo of it. Dave, you and I in the summer, I think it was. Oh, come on. I have the picture on here somewhere, don't I?
One Island Brewing.
Yeah, Pixar
I'm
didn't
pretty
have it.
sure. I'm pretty sure if you look it up, there's already such a thing as a pickleback.
Hold on a second, guys.
Whiskey.
Our
with-
guest
When
this
you're ready.
evening
When you're ready.
has a beer he wants to share.
Oh,
Here you go.
So I've been bugging you guys to review this for a while because you wouldn't think that this would be something that had been revived. So Bowen Island Brewing, a tiny little brewery started on Bowen Island, which is just off the coast of West Van. here in Vancouver, for those who don't know. And it was bought out years ago by the Sapporo gigantic multi-brew guys and relegated to a brewery in Delta in an industrial yard. And it became a discount brand, essentially. And it languished there for years. And people drank it because it was a discount brand. But I was recently given a 6-pack of this Coastline pale ale, and I snapped it open and drank it. I thought, holy, that's not the Bowen Island beer that I know. This is good. And then I looked into it, of course, and it's been bought out. The brand name has been bought out, and the brewing has been moved to Kamloops, shadow brand with the ignominious name of Kamloops Brewing. And they've got a new brewmaster, and it's a hop forward. I would call it again a hopped ESB. This is
It's very light.
It's light, but the hops. It's bitter.
Amazing.
You could operate heavy machinery only for a short time on this stuff. That's for sure.
Okay, and that's Bowen Island.
So
Coastline Pale Ale. Get a 6-pack anywhere in BC liquor stores for $10 or less.
So when was it bought out?
A couple of years ago, and I think about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
And
when was the last time you were in Kamloops?
Well, I knew a girl once. Let's see, and I drove straight up the canyon. It was back in the 90s. She was 38, a little overweight.
The last time I had stuff from Bowen Island, I was less than impressed with it.
Exactly.
I'm trying to think when it was.
That's exactly why I brought this to you, boys. I challenge you.
The last time I was in Kamloops, I most certainly, because I always do when I'm in Kamloops, went to the Noble Pig.
Hookers and blow. Right.
So the Noble Pig is a brew pub.
I've been there.
Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
Yeah.
On the hill.
Any relation?
No.
No. Okay.
No. These guys this is not a brew pub. This is a brewery in Kamloops, and they're brewing for, and they've got it in BC liquor stores. They're brewing for volume. I'm not trying to say that. Look, this isn't in the collective arts level craft brewing. What I'm saying is that this brand, Bowen Island, which has been relegated to a discount line of bland lager over the years, has been revived by a brewer in Kamloops. They got a new brewmaster, and you'd be surprised by the Coastline lager. So try it out for $7.99 a 6-pack.
All right, I'll give them another go.
Should. And what's the risk? It's way cheaper. I mean, in a world we're drifting into a world of $13, $14, $15 6-packs, and those tall cans of 4-packs are $20.
Yeah.
Superflex just opened their brewery down the road here. You get a 4-pack of tall cans. It's $23. Okay, wonderful beer. Don't misunderstand me. But I've got a situation here. I'm not in that snack bracket. You see what I'm talking about? Especially when I can brew my own for 50 cents a pint.
Yeah. All right. I need to switch gears for a second. Just going back to Dave, what we were talking about before. Dave, you don't remember us drinking this beer in the summer? From R&B, the Dill Pickle Ghosts.
Are you sure I had that one? I'm trying to remember if that was me that was in that one, or if that was just you and Shane were able to get that.
Maybe. I don't know. I had it. It was like drinking. I seem to remember your reaction, Dave, that you. It was like a jar of pickle juice.
Yeah.
Can anybody?
That wasn't too long ago.
I'm vaguely remembering.
Like a beer pickleback.
Yeah, it was so good.
Is it good? Is it?
It was good. I mean, it was surprising.
Yeah,
a Dill Pickle Goose is different, right?
Pickleback, is it not whiskey and pickle juice?
I don't know.
A pickleback is a shot of whiskey with a shot of pickle brine afterwards, and it shouldn't be good, but it is actually. Yeah. But it is good.
And,
It is.
and actually, down at the bottom, it says surprisingly refreshing.
Well, they know what they have. I mean, that's the truth.
So next summer, we're gonna get this thing. We're all gonna have one, assuming it comes out next summer.
Assuming that we're still alive.
Assuming we're all still alive.
Everything will be normal.
We'll email Dr. Bonnie and ask if we're allowed. Well,
No, we still have to
guys,
crack.
What malt liquor did we drink? We did the Colt 45.
Yeah, and the Old English
Old English.
800 or something.
long-standing American brands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good fishing beer.
That's true.
You know what? I could not finish it. I think I had the Colt 45. And
Yeah, I had the big or whatever size it was, like a pint of.
It's some American.
You had the Old English.
It's a 2-quart bottle or some goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Realistically, when that's in the house, it changes the landscape such that alcohol of last resort ceases to be mouthwash and now becomes Colt 45.
I'm very proud that Lando Calrissian is back, or at least he was last year, advertising again for Colt 45, which he did back in the 80s or maybe even the 70s, where he had the Colt 45 commercials. No? Sorry, I just said Lando Calrissian. Billy D. Williams, the actor.
Isn't he black?
Yeah.
No, black guys don't advertise beer.
They do.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
really?
I know you're an old guy.
I just haven't seen that though.
It has been a while.
What about all the guys from the Budweiser commercial that were going like, "What's up?"
That was like 2000.
Okay, but good point. Good point.
Yeah.
So black guys do advertise beer.
Absolutely.
And
I guess it depends on the target market. I mean, no doubt they have some lesbians that advertise beer as well, if somewhere, which is perfectly
I would
obviously
assume so.
understandable. I mean, lesbians no doubt drink beer on some level.
Special guest tonight.
Have you met any of them?
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, not at all. I'm disappointed. My beard was not good tonight.
and we're here,
All week. We're here all week.
yes.
Peanut
That's
Gallery.
right. Thank you, Peanut Gallery.
Cheers, dears.
Did you not
Cheers,
look
everybody.
at the ABV before you bought
Cheers
it?
to everyone watching.
What?
Cheers to
Did
everyone
you
here.
not look at the ABV before you bought it?
Actually, I didn't.
That explains it. That explains it. Yeah.
You know what? Here was my thinking. Okay, so I couldn't find that one from Collective Arts, so I saw this next to the Collective Arts. I'm like, oh, Locke will be proud of me for getting a Great Lakes brewing. He'll be impressed with me.
And it sucks.
And it sucks balls.
Well, because Ontario is so corrupt that the beer store has dominated beer sales in this province for as long back as it's existed. And the fundamentals of the beer store. So we're talking about a statutory monopoly, but not on behalf of the province. So it turns out all the breweries that are involved in that statutory monopoly, so InBev, Sapporo, Coors Molson, and I don't know, the other big giants or whatever. What actually was political contributions previous to an election. the Conservative Party? I can't remember, but basically it was political contributions in exchange for statutory monopoly on beer sales in Ontario. So that's the history behind that. It's
to the brewer's retail. That's
if it-
exactly what it should be.
This is a okay. I'm in Toronto right now, and they used to have as the official after hours party zone, a thing called the Matador Club, and how it worked was it's basically a warehouse shaped building. They'd have a band, and picnic tables all lined up. You go in, but so the rumor is that this whole operation was run by the cops. That's how corrupt Ontario is.
Like the OPP?
The cops ran the after hours club in Toronto. And the way it worked is, and only cops would come up with something that's fucking ridiculous, is you'd have people with satchels of Mickeys going around, and they'd sell you a Mickey. Oh, gee, we're trying to keep it kind of on the low down. People walking through the aisles of these picnic tables selling satchels of Mickeys. That's how Ontario is. So their booze culture is so totally politically fucked up that craft brewing, while it has taken the rest of North America by more or less a storm, took really until about 2 years ago to take proper root in Ontario. Oh dear.
It's the conservative mentality of the denizens of the great central province of Ontario. That's the reason. It's nothing to do with the government. It won't change.
Look, evidently Quebec doesn't understand how viruses work, but then again, they're religious, so that's sort of how it goes. But at least they understand how beer works.
They sort of do, but they have.
Unibrew, as far as I'm concerned, Unibrew are golden.
They are, but let's celebrate the great swath of craft breweries of Quebec. Not so much, right? I mean, there's no collective arts in Quebec.
There's also no Driftwood, also no Phillips, also.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Nothing going on in Quebec except Unibrew.
Yeah, okay, but Unibrew are okay. No, you're making an excellent point. I mean, yeah. So if you like your Belgian styles, yeah, Unibrew or Jesus, do you think that's political as well?
Let's have a shot.
Francophone Belgians, because there are Francophone Belgians and other Belgians, but
Flemish, yes. To hell with the Flemish.
I mean, it's funny to say, but of course, a Flemish red is I don't know if anybody else in this circle agrees, but a Flemish red is sort of, that is where beer meets both science and art and kicks both of their asses.
Right.
You know what they do with beer in Belgium on both sides of the culture, be it French or Flemish, it is sensational. Trouble is, I don't like it that much, but that doesn't mean I don't celebrate it. It's like it's a beautiful girl that I think is beautiful, but I'm not interested. You know what I mean? Belgian beer, that weird taste, and I don't like it that much, but I love what they do.
So, Julian, you're in Vancouver. Storm's Imperial Sour. You've had it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think?
I've gone to the brewery and drank the taster, but I've never bought any because I don't like that kind of beer.
Okay, all right.
Too sour.
All right.
But I celebrate it, though. I mean, it's fantastic stuff for those who like it. You know?
Okay, guys. Because I'm disappointed with my Citradiction Great Lakes Brewing,
When you
decide to crack open something different.
To the end of the phrase, it's
you're cracking a Herminator.
I'm drinking a Herminator.
Ah.
Yeah, well,
Cheers.
Lucky bastard is now drinking a Herminator.
Oh man!
Way to make me depressed, Al. Thanks, buddy.
And how does it feel?
It's great. It's awesome. I've got about 16 of these, so I've got a few.
I've officially run out of beer.
You think you have quite a few.
It's terrible.
But a week from now, there will be more.
Yes.
Very true.
And soon, Shane and I are going to be doing our advent calendar.
That's true. For those of you watching, this will be the 4th year we've punished our livers.
I think it's like 6.
Or 3rd year. Really? Has it been
I don't know.
long, is it? But we're having the beer advent calendar running for the bulk of December. This year we are drinking the Parallel 49.
Yes.
Parallel 49. I don't even know what it's called.
It is called "It's a Wonderful Time for a
It's a wonderful time for a beer." And basically, we will be drinking beer every single day, which you think is awesome.
It is
Try it
awesome.
a few years in a row, and your body might, tell you off. But we've survived, so give it a whirl.
They're little can. You can survive.
Locke, are you going to be doing an advent calendar this year? What is that?
This is what's called more beer.
I have not one. I have not one now. I think the likelihood of my acquiring one by December is low.
By the way, Green Buddy 19 has requested what song should he be listening to? He's been listening to the Allman Brothers while watching the show.
Oh.
Any thoughts?
Oh, nice.
My thought instantly would be jumping into AC/DC because of their new album.
Yeah, but
what
Allman
about
Brothers.
everybody else?
Allman Brothers. It's got to be Jessica.
Really?
It's got to be Jessica.
Really?
Live at the Florida University campus in 1989 with Dickie Betts.
No. He's got to go with Echoes from Pink Floyd live in Pompeii, 1970. No, it's not Allman Brothers. It's Pink Floyd live at Pompeii. You can find it on YouTube. It's awesome. It's the greatest thing.
I'll be honest enough to admit that I have never heard the Allman Brothers ever in my life. I do not know.
Yes, you have.
What name a song?
Lord, I was
Of course,
born a
I'm
rambling
representing
man,
Pink Floyd today.
trying to
but,
make a living and doing the best I can. Oh,
Okay, anybody fond of that song would almost certainly not want to listen to the album that I'm listening to lately, which is the latest from Alcatraz. And I will punch my fist in the air if anybody plays that music around me at all.
I feel like I'm in prison when I listen to that song.
What?
When I listen to Alcatraz, I feel like I'm in prison.
Yeah, well, no parole from rock and roll, man.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Crafty boys, thanks for having me on.
Sure.
Thanks for being here. Hey, Dave, how's the
Always a
tea?
pleasure.
How's the tea? Are you all done?
Done.
God bless your liver and your intestines and your wife and your life.
Cheers. All I can say is I went by Phillips tonight and I'm like, God damn, that smells good. Yeah.
Wow.
Kept walking.
Those are big words
For Dave.
from you, Dave, because when we started the show 4 years ago,
I know.
every Wednesday night around 9:30 Pacific, you were not really a fan of beer. You were like a babe in the woods, and you claimed you liked beer.
I don't know
which
if I
we
call
all
him a babe.
here discovered very quickly that you were actually referring to Radler.
No, I did not claim I like beer. I actually said I didn't like beer.
Look, me and Locke have the Radler approach here. This is what Radlers are like.
Radlers are gross.
You guys just haven't had good radler.
Radlers are for baby men. Oh wait, that's all.
Pregnant women and children.
No, it's for Europeans that know they can't drink the water because it's fucking piss.
I got to tell you, the most vomitous I've ever been was after an evening. So it started off at a cocktail club, and so I was drinking, dark and stormies and old fashions and that kind of thing. And then we rolled on over to a pub, and somebody suggested I try a Radler. Oh my God! What a hell morning that was! Oh,
You mixed, man.
No,
You mixed.
no.
Don't talk about Locke in the morning with a grapefruit Radler in his hand and a whole bunch of puke on the ground.
See, that was your first mistake.
There was no walk in the morning. I was
Grapefruit sucks. You gotta do the lemon.
It's true.
Yes. I'll tell you what, boys. Those who are enduring these virus times and do not have beer, they need help. We should support them. We should find them help. We should help them brew. We should all brew. I brew, therefore I am.
Whoa, jeez, what is that?
CRA is calling you. You owe money.
Hang on. Hello?
We have a caller on the line.
We have a call on the line. He's calling into the show.
Oh, jeez.
Yes. Hi, this is Susie from Great Lakes Brewing. We think our citrus beer is sensational, so fuck you!
I would love breweries to call us to yell at us about, because there have been some beers on here that we have not liked at all, and we've been very sort of,
we should start spamming Alcoholics Anonymous Facebook groups, to watch our show.
Oh,
Really? 7 Steps. Tune in Wednesday nights.
Hey, it's all about
Lord Jesus Christ is my personal savior, and cheers to that.
You can be an alcoholic and you can be addicted to alcohol and meetings at the same time.
Yes. I'm calling into the show to say that the liver is evil and must be punished.
Oh, wait, what's this?
Apple pie moonshine.
I think I'm going to wake up tomorrow and be dead.
It makes me happy to know that you're still making that evil shit.
I brew, therefore I am. I raise my tiny fist against the tax man.
That's true.
Justin Trudeau wants me to brew. That's why there's no tax on homebrew.
One of the few occasions that I've seen somebody dance an honest jig was you, Julian, after you drank probably a quart of your apple pie moonshine. It was an amazing sight. I've never seen such a proper jig. That was a jig in the true sense.
It's a beautiful thing to drink tax-free
liquor. I think when I attempted to match your amount of apple pie moonshine, I think I turned myself into a monster.
The thing is, you have to understand, the government does not want you to pay tax on your beer. That's why there's no tax on homebrew.
Ah, well, yeah.
I'm doing what my government wants me to do. I'm a good Canadian.
Well, you're incentivized that way, are you not?
Hey, well, we can grow 4 plants now.
4 plants.
4 plants.
And I did grow my 4 plants this summer. We'd spark if I had any papers, I'd spark up a fatty right now.
What was the
Or
strain?
spliff. Grew 3 pink Kush plants and 1 Texada Time Warp.
Texada Time Warp.
Oh,
That sounds very local.
Can't really see it. It's terrible.
I'll hold up a bud. I'm not talking about Budweiser.
nah.
Budweiser beer.
Oh, there's a BC Nelson Island nugget right there, baby. It's legal.
5 plants and 1 meth lab.
Justin wants me to grow my 4 plants because there's no tax on it. The government wants you to do it. So why wouldn't you do it?
It's true. You're allowed to.
4 plants. Why pay $10 a gram when you can grow your own?
What is the what is that line from that movie? It smells like God's vagina.
What's that from Up in Smoke?
You know what's funny about that? I actually watched somebody review that film on YouTube the other day, and they actually thought that Cheech Marin was like some current actor, like Adam, the guy from Star Wars.
Adam Driver?
Adam Driver. They thought he was Adam Driver. They kept saying his name over and over again. I'm like, it's Cheech Marin, man. And then they thought that oh my god, Cheech Chong was some like some I don't know, some sort of like alt-right dude or something. I'm like, we're watching a movie where there's a bunch of people smoking weed and you think he's an alt-right? What? Like, come on. It was a very weird review. I laughed a lot, but I don't think they had quite a. I think they were millennials.
Drink.
Difficult.
Lily, you got to get in on the family biz here.
Tommy Chong went to the same high school that I did.
So
Really?
you're chums. You're chums.
No. Yeah, like he graduated, I think, maybe 20 years before I did. But
Oh, so no sex. No
What
sex.
high school is that?
Western Canada.
Really?
Western Canada High School in Calgary. Yeah. I used to walk past his grad photo every day.
Really? They
Did he
actually
look
had
like
it
a
hung up
nerd?
somewhere. Like,
Yeah. Like they have past classes all and I used to walk past his every bloody day. Yeah. Tommy Chong was from Calgary.
you know, Ray Dong. Oh my God.
Raised
Ray
dong.
Chong.
Raised dong.
Raised dog?
His daughter was in a music video featuring your neighbor who
Ray
shot
Dong
it,
Chong.
on in the Queen Charlotte's.
My neighbor?
Yeah. He
Alistair.
Yeah. He was telling me about how somehow he was a manager or something for some musical artists,
He's a shameless name dropper. Yes.
and he had Ray Dong Chong happened to be in Vancouver or somewhere in the vicinity, and he said, "Do you want to come out? We're going to shoot some stuff, and can you be the woman in this music video?" So there's some Canadian artist that no one's ever heard of with a music video featuring Ray Dong Chong walking down a beach with helicopters, flying around her.
And she says, I like the smell of what in the morning?
Hey there, Harry Potter Jr.
Hey, what's the movie? Ray Dong Chong. She was in a real war movie, a sort of I think a revolutionary. I have an image of her as a 20-something actress in a beret and a sort of chai, Cuban revolutionary type movie. I remember her in back in the day as a budding actress. What was that movie?
In a beret.
Yes.
Fighting.
And nothing else.
Yes. Hey, she was on corks.
Let's have some more beer, boys. Crafty boys, head me on. This is awesome. And I'm not on Nelson Island.
That is awesome.
Very true. He's been watching us on a screen about that big, you know.
The size matters.
That's dedication.
I do not know what film you're referring to.
Let's see.
She's been in many.
Many, yeah. So, Commando. Probably Commando. It's got to be Commando.
Oh, well,
because she wasn't wearing any underwear.
I'm just saying, was she actually in? I remember her being in that film, but I don't remember what she was wearing. Alan, you might know this.
What?
The film Commando. Rae Dawn Chong was wearing what?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Look at that. She's got a bazooka.
Yeah, she's awesome. Like, look at that. Like, this chick has got it going on.
Share the picture. Share the picture.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry. Here we go. Yeah, I forgot how the internet worked.
Ugh.
All right. Here we go. Rae Dawn Chong from the film Commando. So there you go.
Yes, yeah.
Nice.
So basically, yeah. So I don't see any beret though. But you know what's really weird is I do remember her in a beret in something.
Yeah.
Was she in Red Dawn?
Looks like Flashdance or something. Who knows? They all look the same.
She was in
to me. I don't know.
Flashdance.
I don't know. They all look the same.
She was like Color Purple. Okay. Beat Street. Wow, a lot of these films I have to admit I've seen.
Anyway,
but there you go, Rae Dawn Chong.
thanks for doing that. She's awesome. Actually, she is. She's a real actress.
It's true.
She has talky roles.
Talkie roles.
Talkie roles.
With dialogue and stuff. On that note,
is it over?
No, we don't have to be over.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
I was talking to Staz downstairs.
Anybody else here seen the latest Rambo?
I have not. I do have it on my list of things to watch, but
violence is sufficiently violent that it was like, yeah, some pretty good violence. Yep, that's violence right there.
Well, you know,
have you? What about your dead count? Surely Rambo is on that list, isn't it? Because hardly anybody got killed in Rambo.
It's not a genre film.
They don't stack them up. They don't stack up the bodies.
By the way, I'm being made fun of for watching a YouTube channel called Dead Meat, where you can watch reviews of horror films, and the whole shtick is that they give you the kill count at the very end of the review. Nice. So how many people died, what genders they were. So I've now been made fun of that. Thanks, Allison. Yeah, there you go.
Well, let me say, the latest Rambo movie is an interesting film to me because Stallone is an intelligent director.
I agree.
He reads the market. He reads
more for you. Look at this, boys. Check this out if you can. Look at that right there.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
If you were here, Korea Martini. So sorry.
You were saying about Rambo.
Stallone is a director I respect because he reads the market.
And he's Rocky.
He reads it well. And
Adrian!
Yeah, here's the thing. He plays dummies. But evidently, when he decides to commit to a program of I'm going to produce this film, he's really smart about it.
Oh, when he makes stuff like throw mama from the train, you know he's on his game.
What was the one where he was like a gangster, the leader of like a mob family? What was that?
Just bugging you, Locke. I love your train of thought. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Was a little weak.
What I'm saying is that it's an interesting film because he plays the character, the name character in the film, the franchise. And he plays him, I think, very well, very convincingly, as a really stupid guy. Truthfully, if that idiot had been even an ounce more strategic, he might actually have saved his niece. Spoiler.
Thanks for that.
But Rambo is so dumb.
He's not dumb.
And yet Stallone is evidently very, very clever because he plays this game like it's easy. You know?
Well, I got to say that in terms of Stallone, I mean, I give it up for that guy because, you know, he sold, in order to get the film Rocky done, he sold his dog. Like, literally sold his dog in order to get funding for the film. And
Must have been a real bitch. Thank you very much. I'm here all week.
Basically, yeah. So he sold his dog, but then when the film came out and he got the notoriety that he did, and the money, he bought his dog back.
He sold his dog. He didn't fuck the dog, did he? Just sold. Okay, good.
But it's for like $50, and he had to buy it back for like $10,000 or something. So, but I mean, the guy,
buy low, sell high.
The guy is, especially as he's gotten in his older years, he's definitely, you can see his intelligence for, you know, what he knows to what's going to happen with the market, like the 3 films of where they had all the 80s action heroes come by and hang out and
those
shit up.
Fucking genius play. It did very well.
Adrian, ain't gonna fight no more.
No.
Actually, have you watched the Creed film?
The Expendables was the franchise of franchises because he brought just about everybody on board. He didn't get Kurt Russell, and I respect Kurt Russell for that.
Well, have you seen the Creed movies?
No. What are those?
No.
You don't know about these? Creed came out
Of the Apollo Creed character in the films, right?
His kid, yeah,
Right, his son. Yeah.
his child
Grandson.
decides to become a boxer and wants revenge, or I don't know exactly. I don't know the storylines. I haven't seen them myself. But he enlists Rambo. He enlists the Italian Stallion to come in and train him as his boxing coach. So there's been 2 of them, and the first one did very well. I seem to recall that it won some Academy Awards for some stuff or something. But I actually found that kind of interesting because they approached Stallone, said, "Hey, we have this idea that Apollo Creed's kid is now a boxer, and of course his father was killed in the second Rocky film, if I remember correctly." And sorry,
4th.
Creed got killed in the 4th?
Yeah, by the Russian guy.
Really? I don't remember. I always thought he got killed in the second one for some reason.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I must break you. But yeah, so he got killed by the Russian. Who got killed by Mr. T? Clubber
Nobody.
Lang.
Clubber Lang.
I don't know why I remember that.
Mick died in that movie.
He killed Burgess Meredith's character.
To Mick.
The
Burgess Meredith.
Burgess Meredith just died.
During the movie?
Yeah, I mean the character Mick.
Fairly recently.
He died of a heart attack.
In terms of narratives about
pushed over or punched by Apollo Creed or
narratives about competitors.
Rocky!
In terms of narratives about competitors, who watched
The which?
Queen's Gambit on Netflix now?
I have.
Haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's good, is it not?
Yeah,
I
it's
hear
good.
other people talk about it so
the main character kind of creeps me out.
Of course she does. So
She does?
Did you know that it's based on a novel by the same guy that wrote the novels that were the basis for the screenplays of The Hustler and The Color of Money?
No, I didn't know.
Really?
Yeah, right?
I remember liking both of them.
I rate Paul Newman way the fuck up here.
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
How many eggs are you willing to eat?
What?
Paul Newman. How many eggs did he eat?
I don't know.
In that film? In
Yeah,
Cool
yeah.
Hand Luke?
Yeah, Cool Hand Luke. He had like 48 boiled eggs.
I don't remember that at all.
What?
Cool Hand Luke was a very good film. Yeah.
It's a very good film. I don't remember the egg eating.
I'm not trying to egg you on. I'm just saying.
I'm
I'm
leaving.
just saying. Remember the scene when Paul Newman eats like he
Yeah, I know, he
proves
does
he can
that.
eat like 48 boiled eggs, and he does for
Yeah,
whatever reason. I don't know why.
Just show off.
It's no yoke.
Cool Hand Luke is about the importance of showing off, which we all understand is very important.
Come on, I'm here all week.
All right.
What? What?
Anyway. So same author. So this.
There we go.
Reminds me of something from Star Trek, the original series. I like it. I like it a lot. I know. I wouldn't shell out for it either. I'm just saying it's worth watching.
Okay. And yes, the Locke's right. The Queen's Gambit is worth watching.
Is it something that one should pay to download on a slow connection?
Who pays to download anything? Really?
I don't know.
on
Can you get
Netflix.
free? How do you get free movies these days? I don't do it. Where do you get free movies?
I'll give you Locke's email address.
Ha! You can send me one. How do you send it? How do you? You can't send a movie, can you? It's too big, isn't it? How do you send?
It's too big, but
How do you
he-
send a
he
2
has-
gigabyte file or
He
whatever?
has his
No. If you sent it, you'd be breaking the law. You stream it because that's not breaking the law.
See? You're learning.
BitTorrent's still alive?
Nah. Well, I don't know. Is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
more you know, and knowing is half the battle.
I gotta do it. G.I. Joe. I could not. This I don't know where the show's gone, but
Yeah, I think-
Dave,
I
I,
think-
certainly hope you're entertained.
Are you
Lost
drinking
it.
any beer?
Hey, you know what? We've got more viewers tonight than we've had in forever.
that's because they're all in lockdown.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's get to the. They watched everything on Netflix.
It's not that. It's the quality
Everything
of
on
the jokes.
Amazon Prime has been
It's the
done.
quality of the
Apple
jokes,
TV is cleared
obviously.
out. Oh, of course.
Clearly.
Yeah. But anyway, thank
guess
you
we
all
should
for
play
watching. We will be back next Wednesday with the next fancy show. But of course, on Tuesday, we are starting the wonderful thing known as the Beer Advent Calendar, where we will be drinking from. It's a wonderful, wonderful time. No, what is it, Alan?
A wonderful time for a beer.
That's the thing. And we'll be reviewing every single day up until the 24th of December. So hopefully the beers will be weird and awesome at the same time. I'm really, as always, looking for an old-fashioned.
What is your over under for what day Mr. Needles will be on?
Oh yeah, it's probably going to be.
I'm going to say day 10. Day 10.
Yeah, it's usually midpoint ish.
Oh, yeah.
The spruce tipped.
Oh, the
It's a
spruce tip.
It's a spruce tip, but I think they churn the entire tree into it. I'm not sure because you don't quite. At least the last couple of years.
What they do is
it's
they go out
been-
into the forest and they just grab a whole bunch of the forest floor and they put it into like a vat.
Yeah.
And
Because
they do a
It's like you're drinking
boil.
a fucking pine tree.
It's turpentine. It's stringent. It's outrageous, but it is a preservative, and it's better than nothing.
It's true. Because you can only have during this entire period, we can only have like one beer a day.
Exactly. I mean, here we're going into Advent. I'd like to drink to, hoping we make it to Epiphany.
I can support that.
Thanks for having me on.
Thank you,
Thanks
Julian,
for
for being
being
here as always. Julian might come back next week because I don't know how long he's going to be in this city. But there we go.
I got to ask Dr. Bonnie if I'm allowed to
Ask
stay
for
or
Dr.
go, or
Bonnie
what
will
the
tell us.
fuck I'm doing. I don't know.
But as always, we're here every Wednesday night around 9:30 Pacific, and we are also going to be here for the Advent. And we have our new show starting this Saturday night at 7 o'clock, where Alan will be doing a striptease for everyone to watch. This way.
All right.
And again, thank you, Dave. I know that, Dave, you're not drinking beer right now, but that's okay. Come anyway. Bye, everybody.